my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Taylor, and as you can see in the title, in today's video I'm going to be giving you tips on how to grow your natural hair. Listen y'all, I know y'all ain't seen me in a little minute, but life hits. Anyways, girls, boys, either which one, we all have struggles and stuff of growing our natural hair. I mean, I know I do. I want to find resources and stuff that can help me out, which I have. Some of these things that I'm going to be talking about are things that I've personally tried myself, and also some things that I want to try. If you guys are not following my social medias, make sure you do that. And without further ado, if you guys are ready to go ahead and get into this video, let's just get into it. So tip number one is wash your hair, but especially your scalp. That is so important because your scalp has dirt in it. If you use products, gel, any type of hair products, hairspray, it don't matter what it is, product buildup is a big thing. If you don't wash that out, then it can clog your pores. Clogged pores doesn't let your hair follicles breathe, and also it can cause irritation. So if you have gel and stuff in your hair for, let's say, days at a time, and you don't wash it out, it can cause irritation, meaning like you're going to constantly be scratching it, and the more and more that you scratch your head, the more and more that there's likely to cause scabs in your head, and you don't want that. You don't want to go longer than 2 weeks without washing your hair, honestly, because it's very important that you keep up with your hair. To some people, your hair might not be a big thing, but it should be. You should make that a big thing because your hair is one of the most important things on your body. I mean, at least to me it is, because so you want to make sure that you're washing it no more than 2 weeks. Me personally, I wash it once every week because, I mean, if you wash it like 2 times a week, that's not really so bad. But if you wash it like 3 times a week, that's like over washing it, and you shouldn't do that because your hair produces nutrients and stuff like new growth and stuff like that, and you don't want to keep constantly washing like the oils and stuff that you produce out, because that's just not a good thing to do. So why I only wash my hair 1 time a week is because I'm getting all the nutrients that I need in my hair, and also it's good to clean your hair. If your hair is done, so if you got braids, if you got a sew-in, if you got a wig, whatever, don't go more than 3 weeks without washing your scalp. You don't have to wash your hair, but just washing your scalp. So if you have braids in it, just take some shampoo and just like scrub your scalp. You can get your hair wet when you do have braids. Like when I do get my braids in, I do not like water or nothing to touch my head like right after I get it done, because I mean, I'm hurting, so I really don't get that. But if I were to, yeah, when you do have your hair done, they put like product, grease, gel, all that stuff in your hair, and it builds up, so it's not letting your hair breathe. It's always good to, when you get your hair done and then you're ready to take it out, it's good to let your hair breathe for at least a week, so that way your hair is not so trapped down. The second tip is to moisturize your hair. Moisturizing your hair is a very, honestly, that is a very huge step, because that prevents dryness, and most of our hair gets really dry, especially if you have like, I don't know what type of hair I have, but I'm pretty sure I have like 4B, 4C hair. Especially for us who have this type of hair, our hair gets really dry, so it's really good to moisturize. Also, another thing that is really big on moisturizing your hair is drinking water. You have to constantly drink water, and I know this is a very hard thing to do, is constantly drink water, because water really don't have no taste, and it's just like when you drink water, it's just like, why am I drinking this, you know? But water is really good for you, because we all need water, and also water helps with a bunch of stuff in our body, and the more and more you drink water, the more and more it'll help your body. Not only can it help your body, but it also helps your hair. Drink your water. A tip on how to get into the routine of drinking water is, if you drink water for 21 days straight, that'll become a habit, so you'll constantly want to drink water, or you'll just do it just to do it because you've been in that habit for 21 days. It's good to eat fruits and vegetables. Those are 2 big things. Also, you want to get your nutrients that you need. Now, if there's some reason why you can't eat that or drink water, you can also take a fish pill.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You can also take a fish oil pill to help get you the nutrients that you need. The type of products that you can use to moisturize your hair, you can use water, you know, just spritz your hair down with water. You can use aloe vera. I know that's a really good one. I personally haven't tried that, but I would be up to try it. Leave-in conditioner. I always use leave-in conditioner, and like during the day, if your hair gets really dry, you can just get a little bit and just, you know, run it through your hair, so that way your hair is not going all day being dry. Also, you can use oils. I usually use wild growth oil, but I don't use that every day, but most of the time I'll use it. And also another thing you want to do is deep condition your hair at least once a week. At least once a week. I personally haven't tried this, but I am going to try it because I heard very, very good things about it. But I've heard that you should, so I should. I don't know that much about it, so I'm not really going to go into much about it because I really don't know. But all I know is they say you should deep condition your hair once a week, so I'm just telling y'all should deep condition your hair once a week. Tip number 3 is to trim your hair regularly. How you know when you need to get a trim is to pay attention to your ends, see if they get a little bit dry or dead or whatever. Also pay attention to your texture. If your ends are very dry, if it don't feel like the rest of your hair, then you know you need to trim it. And also if the bottom of your hair is thinner than the top. So let's say you flat iron your hair, not saying you have to, but let's say you do. You flat iron your hair and you see the thinness, like it's very, very thin, thinner than the rest of your hair. You need a trim. You have split ends, you have dead ends, they need to come off. It's important to get a trim because you don't want to keep walking around with dead ends, and also that's just very much dryness that you don't need on your body, and you have new growth coming in, so you should just express like not the deadness, you know. Tip number 4 is to get loose hairstyles. Getting tight hairstyles pulls your follicles out and it can cause damage to your hair. Tight hairstyles can cause very bad irritation to your hair, so you have redness, you have bumps, anything that's irritating, don't get it. I know that hairstyles are very cute and you know you want to be cute, you want to switch up your look, but if it's causing you pain, there's no need to be in pain. I understand that beauty is pain, but when you're going through that much pain, why would you get that to be in pain? I say, okay, maybe a day or two it'll be tight, but it won't be tight to the point where you're getting redness and bumps in your hair right then and there. Like, no. I know when you do get braids though, I know as time goes on and the longer you have it, it's gonna start itching and stuff because of all the product. I get that, but when you first get it and you have redness and stuff, that damages your own hair. I know that they say like, oh, it grows your hair and all of that, yeah, but it's pulling your hair out of your scalp, and that's very uncomfortable and that's very damaging. So when you're detangling your hair, you want to use a large tooth comb or detangling brush. Using a large tooth comb doesn't require so much hair to come out. Us ladies who have thick, coarse hair, it actually helps comb through. And with a detangling brush, it really does the same thing. It's just like smaller smaller bristles, but they still work. Also, detangle your hair when it is wet, not dry. If I try to detangle my hair right now, I would literally have a clump of hair that came out, versus when I would try to detangle it when it's wet, barely. Well, okay, some will come out, but barely any, versus if I were to try to detangle it now. When you're detangling your hair, you want to be gentle when you're combing or brushing. The more gentle you are, the less hair is gonna come out, but the more rough you are with your hair, the more hair is gonna come out. The goal when you're detangling is to keep as much hair in as possible. Tip number 5 is to have protective hairstyles. You can get box braids, sew-ins, wigs, but like I said, they shouldn't be tight at all. Well, they're gonna be tight, but if they're tight to the point that they're irritating you and causing bumps and stuff, don't get it. Every hairstyle does not mean that it is protective. That's a big one, because a lot of people think a lot of hairstyles are protective when in reality they're really not. Let's say you have braids and you leave them up for maybe not a month, but a month and a half to longer. That's not being protective, because you want to wash your hair out and get all that product out and all that dirt and all that bacteria and stuff in your hair. You want to get it out. Leaving that in for longer than a month is not protective to your hair, because it's just constantly getting built up and it's gonna stop the nutrients in the process. Well, it's not gonna stop it, but it's just gonna make the process more longer than it should be. But yeah, like I said, if you get your hair done and it is tight and causing redness, you need to take it out. That is not protective. That is causing trauma to your natural, well, to your regular hair follicles, and we don't want that. Tip number 6 is to have stretched hair. So stretched hair is basically like a blowout. Well, it is a blowout. Me personally, I recommend having stretched hair because it brings out your natural length, versus if you just wear your natural hair, you know, the little curlies and all that. Yeah, it's cute, but it makes your hair look shorter. But having stretched hair makes your hair like you can actually see your length. If you choose to go down the stretched hair alley, you want to blow your hair out at least twice a month 1 to 2 times a month. You don't want to over blow dry it because that can cause heat damage to your hair. Number 7, use healthy hair products. So you can use coconut oil, olive oil, argan oil, castor oil, but just read the ingredients to make sure like it's good. You can use leave-in conditioners. Like I said, just make sure you read the ingredients to make sure like it has some kind of natural product in it, because natural products are very like, they're more healthier and helpful to your hair versus like non-natural products. If you use a product and it is itching your scalp or irritating your scalp some way somehow, do not use it at all, because if you constantly continue to use that, it can cause damage to your hair. If you're constantly using a product and you don't see a difference, check out what's in that product and see what the benefits are of that product. If none of those benefits apply to you, then do not use it. What works for other people may not work for you. So don't get your hopes up on what works for person A versus person B, okay? Like, they can use a gel and you go use a gel, but that does nothing for you, but that does everything for them. It's not guaranteed that it's gonna work for you. Also, you want to figure out what hair texture that you have. You should go with products that work best for that hair texture. You can look it up, you can ask people that maybe know about hair to figure out what hair texture you have. Honestly, what I do or tried to do was look up like hair textures and try to determine which one I have. I feel like I have between AB and 4B and 4C, AB, really 4C and 4B hair. I mean 4B and 4, y'all get it. So I feel like I have between there, but I'm not 100% sure because I'm not a hairstylist. I don't know. Tip number 8 is to minimize your styles. You should stick with one style per week, because doing a lot of different hairstyles per week causes shedding and breakage. The goal is to keep as much hair on your head as possible. If there's a way to minimize that, then you should do it. Not saying that you have to do it, but if you're trying to keep as much hair on your head as possible, then why not? But then again, I do understand that some days like you don't want to look the same as yesterday, you know, so do what you feel. I'm not telling y'all you have to do this. No, do what you feel. And I'm not saying that I follow this all the time, because I don't, but I should. But I mean, I'm human. We try new things and we don't listen to everything. Tip number 9 is to massage your scalp. Getting the blood flow pumping can help the growth. Also, it brings nutrients to your hair, and it also can help reduce the tension from a hairstyle. Now, this one I do know that is true because I've tried it. Now, when you're a person and you barely get your hair done, like, you know, like, you try to do everything that you can do to that hairstyle so you don't have to take it out. I mean, that's just me, that I do that. So I do recommend this. And the last tip, tip number 10, is to protect your hair when you're sleeping. Most of us have cotton sheets and pillowcases and everything. Cotton can cause breakage and dryness to your hair. So what I would say is to sleep with a scarf on or sleep with a bonnet on. If you don't like sleeping with stuff on your head, you can also get like satin or silk sheets and pillowcases, because that reduces the friction. That concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys got a little insight of how to grow your hair better. I do want to tell y'all that this is the hair growth oil that I do use, and it does work. Okay, it does work, because I literally cut my hair off. I'll insert a picture. I cut my hair off in August of 2019, so about a year and a half ago, and it's grown like this. I've only used that oil, that hair growth oil, to help me, and gotta say it did a difference. So if you guys are interested in that, you can get it at your local beauty supply store, and it's $8.99. Well, the one I go to is $8.99, so I feel like it's definitely worth the price. But yes, if you don't want to do that, you can also do the things that I mentioned, and that really does help. I'm pretty sure my hair wouldn't be this healthy if I would not do the things that I just said. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please give it a like, comment something nice down below. Also subscribe if you have not already, and don't forget to turn that post notification bell on so you guys will not miss a video that I post. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I will see you guys next time. Bye.